On today's episode of OK Speed Shop, it's a beautiful summer day. Fortunately, got the food truck into the shop yesterday. So today, we're going to be working on some brakes and get the timing right. Stay tuned.
So check it out. If you're not already following Gas Monkey on YouTube and what have you, you got to check out this guy too. OK Speed Shop. Get started.
Yeah. So I already got the wheel off, and I already got this bleeder cracked open. The one on the other side's trying to strip out on me, so I'm gonna have to get manly with it. But I'm about to use my little homemade brake bleeder kit here and see if I can't get some breakage on this front passenger side rotor. So basically all this is I've got a water bottle full of some old brake fluid and then a little bit of fuel line, and I'm just gonna hook this on here to this bleeder. And now when I pump the brakes, it's going to push all the air out of the line, and it's only going to suck in new fluid. So this is a brake bleeding job for somebody with no friends. So I'm going to set the camera up and go push the brakes. You guys tell me what you see here, if I get any brake fluid coming out.
Watch as nothing happens.
I don't know about you guys, I didn't see anything come out. So I went and I cleaned out the bleeder a little bit with a little pick, and I'm gonna give her a try again. I loosened the bleeder off a little bit more as well, so we'll see if that makes a difference.
Matt pushed the brake pedal many times. Too many times, really. It's kind of embarrassing how many times he pressed it, yet still nothing happened.
Well, I couldn't get any brake fluid to come out of the brake bleeder, so I'm thinking maybe the proportioning valve may be tripped or something like that. So I traced down the brake line that's going to the front brakes, and I'm going to try to crack it free on the other side of the proportioning valve and see if there is fluid coming through it to the front brakes. So I'm going to bust that open and see if I can push some fluid there, and that'll tell me whether or not it's the proportioning valve or if the rubber hose going to the front brakes is seized up, which is probably the case. I'll let you know. So I busted this line that's going to the front brakes, and it does look like there's fluid right there. But I'm going to pump the brakes just to be sure that it's traveling freely and that's not just trapped in the line. And you guys let me know if you see any movement there. If fluid comes through there, that tells me the proportioning valve is good, and I'm probably going to have to change the rubber hose. Well, that's what I figured. Proportioning valve is fine. Looks like I'm going to have to be busting off one of those freaking bad to the bone rubber hoses. Getting those things off of there is always fun. They're usually seized up, but I've already been soaking it with some PB Blaster, so hopefully it won't give me too much trouble. I may or may not already have a set of those hoses, but I'm gonna go take a look and see if I got the right hoses and see about getting that thing off.
1 hour later.
You ever have one of those days where life just doesn't seem to go your way? I was trying to get a little bit of work done before my next work appointment, and I go to pull that rubber brake hose off, which I know they're always going to be contrary. I get that. I got it off there, and I have a brand new one ready to go back in, and the banjo bolt that screws into the back of the caliper, it wouldn't fit through the boxed end of the new brake hose. So I jacked around for a little while trying to drill it out and all that. Finally I was like, you know what? I shouldn't be trying to do this. There's got to be one that fits. Well, I call the parts house, and they have no idea what I'm talking about. And they're like, no, they're all the same size. So now I've got to take this new hose and this old bolt back over there to see if we can find something that can work. Yeah, buddy, don't you love it when a plan comes together? I went by the parts house, and they got to the bottom of it, so they had to go back to like an early 70s C10 to find a brake line with just like a slightly, like a 16th of a whatever measurement that you use to measure a brake hole, a little bit bigger, and the bolt slides right through. So about to get that bad boy in. I have this side ready to go. Just got to do the same thing on the other side next. Got everything hooked back up here on this passenger side, so I'm going to see if I can bleed this side just to make sure that that worked. Yeah, buddy, that totally worked. All right, I'm gonna tighten this one down and go get the other side. Well, the new brake hoses are installed. Let me bleed this side, see if we got some stopping power. Did I mention that I hate changing out old brake hoses? I think that means we got brakes. Well, people, you know what time it is. We got the brakes put back on, the tires put back on, everything cleared out of the way. It's time to go for a test run. Let's go. Woo! I messed with the timing a little bit too, and I put a charger on the battery. So I want to show you guys how much better she's starting right now. You ready? Now we're talking. I just had to tweak the timing just a little bit. Thanks to you guys showing me. Somebody said it sounded a little advanced, so I had to rotate it clockwise. That actually worked. Now let's see how this goes. Oh, we got brakes. Sorry, dudes. Hey, we have actual brakes now. Where can I sit y'all? That's brakes, guys. That's brakes. We got brakes. Yeah. Let's go. We got brakes. Oh, if only we had power steering and air conditioner. Oh, let me turn this beast around. That was the brake test. What's up, dudes? It's the next day, and today our main goal is going to be getting the power steering working on the blue truck so that we can rip and roar out in the yard. There's a bracket that came on the truck that was not ever the right bracket for the power steering pump. So when I got it, it was just like bungee corded to the inner fender. So I kind of figured out how the power steering pump attaches to the water pump, and then I'm gonna have to fabricate a new bracket for the top of the power steering pump. So this should be fun. So let me show you what I got going on here. Power steering bracket. This is not the right bolt, but I've got to get a little shorter bolt to go in there. It goes through the water pump there, and then here's going to be our adjustment for this thing, and I've got to rotate this up. And this bracket just doesn't hit in the right spot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off right there and then put a new hole right where that little adjustment spot is. And then that way, whenever we get a belt on there, we can put it on like that and then rotate it up to get the tension that we need. I'm going to go ahead and get this set of knives out of the way so that I can access that bolt. Much better. God, these things are deadly. Ninja Star, wow.
Don't be trying my moves at home on your kids or your dogs, and don't go ninja nobody that don't need ninja, alrighty? Because I ain't gonna be responsible for nobody's doctoring bills, alrighty?
Yeah, so I just found this extra long bolt in the shop just to test size and everything. So I'm gonna pull it out, and I think I found one that's gonna actually fit. I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to pull this pulley off, and then I should be able to finish that. Okay, now I should be able to access this, get it where it needs to go. Okay, so I finally got that on. Now, I gotta figure out how to get a bolt right there. So we've got this hole here, but that's just too close to the block. So I think if I can just extend that out, whatever measurement that is right there to there, maybe 3/4 of an inch or so, if I had a bolt coming right there, I could adjust this tension wise by lifting it once that's out of the way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take that measurement from there to there, and then I'm gonna cut this off and extend this out to here. Put me a new bolt hole in right there, and we should be ready for a belt. Safety third. See if I can mess this up.
Chose a wrong trailer park to come up in and spreading your trailer park terrorism. You hear me? But
probably looks like crap, but we'll see if that works. So here's our bracket all welded together. I didn't even have to grind it at all. My welds were just all that good. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah. Now I got to mark where my hole's gonna go and drill that, and then I'm gonna hit it with a little paint and put it on. All right, and there you have it. The power steering pump is mounted. We got adjustment there. It's not the prettiest thing. I mean, I could come back later and trim that end of that bracket off if I wanted to, but I mean, look at the rest of it. It's not totally necessary right now. So I guess the next thing I'm gonna do is go get those belts, and I'll have to take this belt off. I may go ahead and just get a new one of these belts too, and then get her adjusted up. But first, I got the kids in the pool. I'm about to hit that up. See ya. And I'm back after a little bit of swimming with the girls. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pull this belt off, and that way they'll have the right length, and go to the parts house, get this belt, get the dual drive power steering belt, and I'm going to go ahead and get some power steering fluid, and then we're going to go give this thing a little test drive.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to the power steering house because we need to get power steering guns.
That was close. We're going to the parts house to get a power steering belt. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
That's what you said, isn't it?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy, I want to watch your phone now.
Oh, okay, bye. Well, folks, we are assembled. The parts house only had one of the power steering drive belts, so that'll be fine for now. I'll add another one later. I guess all that's left to do is to fire her up and see if I did it right. I'm gonna set you guys up out here, turn the wheel, and let's see how good this thing works. I think it's working. Turn the wheel. Oh yeah, it's working really good. We're in business now. Sound like my belts were slipping just a little bit. I may need to well, maybe that second belt will help. And it keeps dying after like running for just a minute. So I don't know if I need to change my timing or what. Anyway, I'm about to go drive this thing.
Everything seemed to be going great as Matt was driving down the highway nearly a mile from home, and then the truck died. Wah, wah, wah.
Well, I got brave and decided to take her down the road a little bit. I was just going to try to turn around at the neighbor's house. Turned in the driveway, put it in reverse to try to whip around, and now she died. I don't know what's up. Every time I try to start it now, the starter grinds again. Ah, it's aggravating. Part of being an old truck driver, I guess. All All right, I got it rolled down the hill. I had some gas back in the back. I just literally dumped way too much down the carb. Maybe she'll start back, hopefully. Let's see. Nope. She might be flooded now. Shoot. Well, that's not good. Now what are we gonna do? I guess I'll just roll her off out of the way a little bit and go from there. Ugh. Oh, she's heavy. Of course we're going uphill. Come on, baby. Come on, start. Well, we're gonna have to do the old walk of shame. I guess I'm gonna go get the battery jump box or something. Maybe the alternator may not be charging. I'm gonna have to leave her here on the road, go get the jump box. I should have known better. Well, I guess while we're on this walk, be a good time to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like watching this stupid nonsense, I invite you to join my memberships, the Shop Dawgs, for $1.99 a month. You guys can get some exclusive videos, some private live streams, stuff like that. Be the first to know about everything that's going on here. I'll give you a discount on some merch, whatever, $1.99 a month. I'd love for you guys to join my memberships. You can click the join button down below if you're on a desktop, or if you're on your phone, you just have to click the link in the description. Oh, why did I get such a heavy battery box? Dang it. All right. Now we just gotta let this thing charge up for a second. Well, I got the jump box on there. I've been letting it charge for a second. I'm gonna turn the key and I'm just gonna cross my fingers we can make it home because it is hot. All right, say a prayer for me. All right, I'm in luck. A world champion jet boat racer showed up here and see if we can diagnose this. It sounds like there's no spark. The engine just spins over and won't pop off.
Got the key on?
No. Got fire there?
So, it's just got an internal coil on it, so. Bump it over and let's see what happens.
All right.
Oh,
Started to there.
It's trying to fire.
You gotta put a little more gas in the carb or what?
It wouldn't hurt.
All right.
We can try it and see right quick.
Okay. Try it again. Well, my phone overheated again, but we got her fired up. We had to put a little gas in there and just hold the throttle wide open. So I don't know if there was some air in there or what. That was the first time to really take her out on the road. Good, clean fun. A little hot. I need the AC. Woo-hoo. Well, that was less than enjoyable. Got it most of the way home. It literally died pulling into the shop, and I was able to just coast it into the shop the rest of the way. Definitely missing on a certain cylinder. I'm not sure if it's plug wires or what it is, but I'm going to have to figure that out. But I think I'm going to leave that issue for the next video, how to make the old thing reliable. We had our first road test, and she failed. But that's part of it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching these videos. please comment. Please give me your ideas why it would be dying. Driving for a while and then dying. It died when I tried to put it in reverse and turn around. It died, wouldn't start back up. And seems like the starter is kind of grinding a little bit too, every now and then, just after I've been driving it for a little bit maybe. I don't know if it's getting heat soaked or if the flywheel is just pretty worn. You guys let me know what your thoughts are, how to make the old girl a decent truck. Anyways, catch you guys on the next one.